So I just learned that I've been working for someone for years and I had no idea. Like, honestly, it is disconcerting, it is terrifying to think about how much power this person has had over my life, and I just had no clue. I'm talking about, like, every morning when I wake up and I get on my phone, I'm working for him. Anytime I go to the doctor's office, I'm apparently working for him. Anytime I go for a goddamn walk, I'm working for him. And if you're watching this video on TikTok, then you're working for him too. That's right, babe, you are clocked in. And while this job doesn't pay you, it will cost you. So this is the first video of what is likely to be many in a series, because there's no way I can cover just how creepy this guy is in one video. But more importantly, the entire series, the full story, is going to be on my Substack. And that's really important because given the climate on TikTok, I don't imagine that these videos are going to be kept up long, because what I'm about to tell you is going to piss a lot of powerful people off. So let's meet your boss, Larry Ellison. He's a spry 81 years old, worth $140 billion, and calling him a tech billionaire would be like calling a bomb maker a mechanic. I promise I am not being dramatic when I say that this man is a systems megalomaniac who is orchestrating the most audacious consolidation of power in modern history. Our story starts in 1977 at a high-powered security facility in Langley, Virginia, the CIA headquarters. They needed a system that could answer any question about anyone at any time, where they went, who they talked to, what they did, and the project codename became Oracle. See, for someone like Ellison, this project was more than just a contract. It was a revelation. I mean, it changed everything, because it was during this time that he discovered the most valuable product that you can sell to power: certainty. And follow the money here, right? Because uncertainty is not just something that governments fear, it's something that they will clearly pay billions of dollars to eliminate. When chaos erupts, like it is today, when markets panic, when society feels just generally unstable, who benefits? Who gets the contracts? The man who promises to bring order through data. And this brings us to the next part of our story, 9/11. Yes, while the rest of America was reeling from the attacks, Ellison saw an opportunity. He immediately started pushing for this idea of a national ID system, where he was arguing that if we just had a better system that could identify everybody and track them, then we could prevent further attacks. Now, the government didn't really bite back then, but he did learn something crucial in that moment, which is that crisis creates a demand for his product. And now he's scaling up in ways that would make George Orwell himself blush. You remember when he bought Paramount Pictures for his son? You know, the one that ended in a quid pro quo, and they fired Stephen Colbert in favor of Trump advertising space and got rid of all DEI initiatives and hired an ombudsman, not because Larry's into like the surveillance state or anything, but because this is good business acumen, right? These are all rational business decisions, right? Now, breaking news, his next target seems to be going after Warner Brothers Discovery for their IP library. You know, not even 5 weeks after they closed on Paramount Pictures and laid off 20,000 people. So when I say that this guy's a megalomaniac, I mean it. He bought 98% of the island of Lanai so that he could bioengineer this genetically modified lettuce or something like that. He's working on surveillance systems with the Air Force in Israel. He's a majority owner of TikTok's data in the US, and he's largely the reason why the app is changing its community guidelines right now, you know, to favor his and his buddies' political needs. I mean, he is our bridge to China. He's the reason that China does business with us. He does so much business with China. He helped get NVIDIA's chip over to China. I mean, they love him over there. Why wouldn't they? He built the surveillance systems for their government. But the thing that gets me is, like, when is it enough? You know, when you have $140 billion to your name and your company is scaling larger and larger every day, then money becomes more of a scorecard than it does a number in your bank account. What is left to get? Because I have to believe he's not just looking to make more money, right? That's not why he's continuing to do this at 81 years old. And from everything that I've read about him, the only genuine passion that's consistent throughout his life is surveillance capitalism. The way I see it is that he's probably playing for history now, you know? He wants to be remembered as the man who solved society by treating humanity as a system that was broken and needed to be optimized. So maybe the question isn't what is Larry Ellison building, but it's what kind of world his machine is going to create for us. I'm going to try to put out part 2 later today, where we're going to walk through the Chinese prototype that he built and how it was the beta test for the American control system. Because once you see what's already operational, I think you'll truly understand why we may be the last generation to live as free people. We gotta move fast here. We are running out of time. The machine is awakening. The robots are here. That was not a good Melania.